All right, good day guys, welcome back to my video. Right now we're going to be analyzing Bitcoin, BTC USDT. So far today, June 1st 2026, it's been a bloodshed. It's been bad. BTC has shed like about 3%. It's not unusual, but just sudden. So now I'm going to take this video is the first session. I'm going to take you back at to what I was looking at, like what I've been looking at, what I've been analyzing so far in the past, and then the second session is going to be going forward, what I'm going to be looking at, like what I'm going to be looking forward to. So let's get into it. Now, so far, right? I'm sure you guys must have been following me in all these trades. So this is where we are right here. Price it here. Now remember when I posted this on my page, on my TikTok page, I remember telling you guys that those that are selling on BTC, they should be careful of this order block. This right here. See this black candle, actually a valid order block. They should be careful of this order block because I was very skeptical about it. I was like, okay, this other block might want to cause issue and push price up. That was like my idea. So I'm giving you guys what I was thinking before this sudden movement. So when I saw price come first this first candle movement, when I saw it come into this other block, I was like, and then I saw this sharp rejection. I was like, okay, it's showing that this other block has some validity to it. Then I saw the second one. I was like, okay. So right when I saw, I was looking at the 4 hours. And again, sorry, I forgot to show you this. Remember, this is also a reverse fair value gap. This box, right? How is your reverse fair value gap? It's even what, look at this. Touch this, pushed it, then price invalidated. This candle, price invalidated the fair value gap. Then you see price returning back to test the reverse fair value gap before eventually shooting up. Now usually, let me just point this out before we move on. Usually when you want to use a reverse fair value gap, this is the candlestick, this green, this is the candlestick, right, that invalidated this fair value gap, which made it a reverse fair value gap. So when you're entering at the top of the reverse fair value gap, usually put your stop loss at the low of the candle that invalidated the fair value gap, which is this green candle. So if you had put your stop loss here, enter here, it will be fine. But now we are seeing that price has invalidated not just this fair value gap, but also where you would have put your stop loss, because you are seeing that this movement down today has taken it out. So that's like one sign that is negating any sign of bullishness. And also, starting from the monthly, I remember telling you guys how I was expecting this last month, that's May, monthly candle to close bearish, right? And I also remember telling you guys how we are also on the reverse fair value gap on the monthly time frame. So keep that also in mind. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I've covered the daily. Now what I was looking at on the 4 hours, so I was looking at this fair value gap also on the 4 hours, this particular one. Now, why is it not selecting? Okay, it's locked. Let me unlock it. Okay, that particular fair value gap, I was looking at it on the 4 hours and I was like, okay, I'm expecting to see price move up and maybe invalidate. If I see price close above this fair value gap, right, and if I see price close above this fair value gap, I'm going to be expecting price to come back, touch this fair value gap, and then push up maybe to about 50%. Now, where's the 50%? 50% that I was measuring was from this high to this low. So 50% was somewhere around there. I was like, okay, take this reverse fair value. If price closes above this fair value gap, take it as a reverse fair value gap, buy to here, and then continue selling. That was my idea. That was what I was expecting, right? But that was not what happened. Also, on the 15 minutes, I was looking at this also, but I never took this trade because I was very, very skeptical of it. Hey, this was what also made me skeptical. I think I deleted it. Let me put the line back. Sorry. Let me change the color so it doesn't confuse. Let's change it to pop. No. Let's, let me leave it like that. So this is a reverse fair value gap. Right now, this is a value fair value gap. You can see how this fair value gap is respected, kept on pushing price up on the 4 hours, right? And then look at this. This is let me delete this line. I don't need this again. Let me delete this. I don't need this again. Let me delete this. And then look at this. We see this candle, right, invalidating this fair value gap. Remember, that's this red line. Hey, that's this red line here. This fair value gap. This fair value gap right here. It kept price, but then we now saw this candle invalidate this fair value gap. I talked about this and this became a reverse fair value gap. I remember talking about this reverse fair value gap in my last video. Now, on a norms, if you were to take trade right on this reverse fair value gap, you will enter at the bottom of the reverse fair value gap and put your stop loss at the candle that invalidated the fair value gap. Remember, this is the candle that invalidated the fair value gap. This black candle, that's what invalidated it. So enter here, put your stop loss above here. Now, if you had put your stop loss above here, you would have said that price respected your fair value gap. But me, even though that was like my go-to trade, I was still skeptical. Because why was I skeptical? Because of this. You see, trading can be crazy. That's why I always tell you guys that whenever you are learning trading, don't just learn the concept. Also watch your watch those 3 hours video, right? Watch those 3 hours video whereby your mentor or whoever is teaching you is ranting, so that you can learn. You can also learn from his experience, because it's more than concept. Because look at this. I was seeing a valid order block here, which was in the reverse fair value gap that pushed price up. So it's right to expect that, okay, price might want to react here, which is what we see. We see price react. So that was why I was skeptical about this reverse fair value gap. And that was why I also posted on my one of my videos that those that are selling, they should be careful of that order block, because I was skeptical about this reverse fair value gap holding, but it held, right? If you had entered at this low, the low of the reverse fair value gap, and put your stop loss here, you would have been fine. You would have caught this sell and just be smiling, right? Now, this was what made me even doubt this reverse fair value gap, was when I even now saw this happen. Look at this. Price now closed above the reverse fair value gap. Now, this is like something that you guys that I'm even observing newly. So the fact that price closed above the fair value gap does not necessarily mean that the trade is invalid. As far as this candle, this is where your stop loss would have been, right? The candle that invalidated the fair value gap, your stop loss will still not be safe. So this is just like, let's say, manipulation, because it's not supposed to close above it, right? It's supposed to be respected. But when I saw this closed above, I was like, my mind was like, okay, we are going up. That was what I expected. We are going up. That was literally my mind. And then I think I saw let me see. Yeah, after this, when I saw the close, I bought somewhere around here. Yeah, I bought somewhere around there, and I put my I think my stop loss was somewhere around there, and then as you can see, SL, I took a loss just because of that. Will I say paralysis analysis? Because I was considering many things. I was looking at the order block on the daily, looking at the 4 hours reverse fair value gap, and it was just confusing. Although it would have been better if I had just stuck to the monthly analysis, which is the overall. That's also one thing. For those of you that have analysis paralysis, the best way to overcome it is to stick to the highest time frame bias, the monthly time frame, which was sell. If I had stuck strictly to that, but in my mind I was like, okay, let me get a quick buy, let me get a quick buy on the retracement, then get a quick sell. Although within all these movements, I was buying and selling. Not like I wasn't getting, I was buying and selling within here. Like if I wanted to go through my buys and sell, it will be very very tedious, because I was actually, like, it was very short. I buy, I sell, I look, go down to the 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I was like scalping. You can say that, buying and selling, buying and selling. But that was not why I could not post those trades on TikTok, was because they were very short. It's not something that I can post and then maybe there will be like 1 hour before it happens. So I just ignore that. So yesterday was Sunday, right? Now look at this fair value gap. This, let me delete this orange, right? You can see price came into it, went up, came into it, went up, then boom, it invalidated this fair value gap. We're on the 1 hour time frame. I took a trade here. So when price invalidated the fair value gap, and you saw, and I waited for this candlestick, that's this green one, to go back. As this came in, I took a trade here, right? I took a trade. Then when I saw price come here, and then I saw this sharp rejection, I immediately closed the trade, because I wasn't confident, because already from the 4 hours I was already doubting whether the sell was valid or the buy was valid. So my stop loss was, as I said, above this is the candlestick that invalidated the fair value gap. My stop loss was above here. I took the trade here, put my stop loss here. Then when I saw this, I was like, okay, maybe price has done. Now this was what I was looking at. I was like, okay, this came down, took out this low. Okay, I'm satisfied. Like when I saw it took out this low, and then I saw this sharp rejection, I was like, okay, maybe price is doing something funny, and then I closed my trade. All for me to wake up in the morning and then boom boom boom, saw this, would have taken out my stop loss, but then saw this, then this, I was confused. I was like, what's going on, right? But then I think this morning, I think around what was it called, was it 8 or 9, no, 8 o'clock, around that 8 o'clock, I saw this movement down, taking out this favor. Now this fair value gap that you are seeing, this one, right, it's on the 5 minutes. We are still in the first session. We are still analyzing what I was looking at. All right, this was the fair value gap on the 5 minutes. Before, let me just continue. Let me not show anything else. It's getting too much. Let me be quick with the first session. This fair value gap was on the 5 minutes. As you can see, price respected the fair value gap here, second time, third time, respected it, fourth time, went back up, then around here. So I did not see this. It was after this. This was what I saw. I saw it here. Then I saw this retracement. It was at this place I entered. Just right here. Now where would my stop loss be? Which You'll now be wondering which candlestick invalidated the fair value gap. You can see that the fair value gap started being invalidated from this first candlestick, second candlestick, third candlestick, then finally this fourth. So it was a series of one. Now, why this one and not this one? Because this one was not, this particular one right here was not inside it, was not touching the fair value gap. This was the one that was touching the fair value gap. That's why I'm starting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put it at the top of the first candle that touched the fair value gap, that started the movement down. So stop loss was above, was here above this candlestick, entry was here, and then this was funny enough, guys. It was very funny because I was still doubting, right? I was not even sure. This was where my TP was. I was literally considering this. I was looking to see this OB will. So my TP was just around here, above at this week, right? It was a simple trade, a very very simple trade. Like, I just went for the lowest hanging fruit. Then price took it, then went up, and then before you knew it, we had the bloodbath. So I had taken TP around here before this movement up. Then before you know it, the bloodbath happened. So that's for the first session. So that's what I'll be looking at so far on BTC. Now for the second session, this video is going to get long. I just hope you watch it and listen to all my rants and be able to get a full idea on what I'll be looking at. Now for the second section, what you guys are to be looking forward to. Now let me delete this line. I don't need this. I don't need this line. Let me delete this. I don't need this. Neither do I need this. Okay. Now, as you can see, should I delete this? Let me just, I don't really need this. I might delete this soon, maybe by tomorrow, because this is going to be invalidated. Look at it. This price might close below it and it will invalidate it. So probably by tomorrow I might delete it. But let me just bring it closer. Not really interested in it. So this is where I'm interested in, this orange fair value gap right here. Now as you can see, this was the fair value gap. Tested once, went up, tested the second time before price went up. So this is like a very very strong POI or level that you want to observe. Now I'm not observing this to take buy. That's the first thing you should be aware. It's not like I'm telling you that go and look for buys here. What I'm observing here is to see how the daily is going to close. Actually, I'm now, from learning from my mistake, I'm going to align myself with the monthly time frame. So I'm going to be expecting this monthly time frame to at least go and take at least this reverse fair value gap to take out liquidity before maybe thinking of returning back up. So the lowest hanging fruit liquidity is this candlestick, which is the body. I'm talking about the body. Let me highlight it. So I'll delete the line. So this body right here, at least that's low. I'm not saying it will go there, come here and stop. It can still go lower, but the lowest hanging fruit, at least this body will be the first target. Maybe if I look at this body, then target this low, then this second low, and then we might look at this fair value gap, which is, if you go back to daily, let me delete this. I don't need this again. Let me just do this. So is it daily or daily? So daily, then we'll be looking at this fair value gap. So what I'm looking at is, I want to observe and see how this, if the daily candle will close below it. If it closes below it, what does that mean? That means a reverse fair value gap has been created. Then all you just need to do is analyze your entry. I'm not going to give a simple, so you have to analyze your entry. So that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting to observe how this candle will react on this fair value gap. If by tomorrow price still goes lower and by the end of tomorrow's candle or Wednesday candle it closes below it, I buy, I sell, sorry, sell. But it's possible there might be a retracement. So right now I'm not in any trade, I'm just observing. I'm not even going to advise anybody to jump in into any trade and maybe panic sell or panic buy. I'll just advise you, we are going forward, just wait for this to see how the daily candle will close, right? Just wait and see how this daily candle is going to react at this value gap. If it closes below it, look for a sell. If it doesn't close below it, you just keep on observing, right? Keep on observing. So let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, and I also remember always telling you guys about how bodies of candle are sensitive. You can see this price took out this low, then immediately retrace back to the body. Remember, this is this line is on the body. Retrace back to the body and then started selling. So that's also one thing that you can also study uh, in your trading, how price reacts to the bodies of candles that it invalidates. So you can, I'm trying to see if there's any interesting POI that can be used to. So just give me, yeah. So any interesting POI, that's the issue. That one will be daily trading. It's not something that I can give analysis on now. It's something that you have to actively monitor the chart, and then as the chart is going down, probably get it. So but the overall bias, the overall, I'm just going to advise you guys is just to wait, look at how, observe how the daily closes below this fair value gap, and then once it closes below it, start expecting more sales. But if it doesn't close below it, don't go and be selling. It's possible that price might trace back up, right? So the only time I'll be expecting buy, for those that maybe are still maybe having one idea of buy, the only time you should be expecting buy is when price closes above this fair value. You see this fair value gap here on the 4 hours. That's when price, the body closes above the fair value. If the 4 hour candle does not close above this fair value gap, don't expect any buy. Like, don't just waste your money. Any buy you are doing, it should just be maybe you are trading a retracement. So that's just that. So it's like you are in a trap. But for me, there's still, I can still probably maybe by tomorrow get a trade, a retracement. It's not something that I can show you guys or tell you because it's usually quick. But the overall analysis for you guys is just what I've said on the daily. Observe it. You can see the monthly we are bearish. So when you, let's say you get a sell, let's say by tomorrow Wednesday the daily candle closes below this and you get a sell, what you should be looking at is this fair value gap again. It's as simple as that. So that's all for my analysis on BTC for June 1st, 2026. If you have any question, drop your question in the comment section. Thank you for coming so far to the end of this video. This video is for educational purpose alone and not financial advice. It is advisable that you do your own research. Thank you for watching this video and God bless you.